Hi, I'm Anderson Cooper. And I'm Wolf Blitzer. And tonight, on AC360, we have our special guest, Ines Al-Kurdi, who recently published our New York Times bestseller, I Am Syrian, So Can You, based on the novel
Rock
Bush
in
by
the
Sofiane.
building. Khalid, Ramel, Terrell in the house. Yes. Live from United States, Brooklyn, New York, it's your boy. Young. The nephews is in the house. As soon as the beat drop, we got the streets locked overseas.
Alright, if you could just introduce yourself to the class, what is your name?
My name is Ines Al-Kurdi.
Alright, and how old are you?
I'm 22.
Alright, Ines, do you go to school?
I do. I go to Temple University.
Alright, what are you studying at Temple?
Anthropology.
Do you like anthropology?
I do. I love it. It's a mixture of everything. I like it all.
That's nice. What is your ethnicity?
I'm Syrian.
Do you have any memorable moments of your country?
Yeah. Where outside of my house there was like this little like old shopping center kind of thing, and like we used to go there as kids, and it was always nice. Yeah.
That's beautiful. When did you first arrive to America?
When I was 7.
And where originally did you arrive in America?
New York.
Did you come by yourself, or did you come with your whole family? Or?
No, it was my whole family. Well, like my immediate family, like all my grandparents and stuff are in Syria.
Okay. What really made you come to America? Like, what was the whole push factor that motivated you guys to come over?
I guess my parents wanted me to have like all the opportunities I could and go to school and like really take advantage of things that are offered here.
And yeah, I mean, it's the same thing for me. And like your parents, I guess the big thing, at least for my parents, was the education that you get here, and that was a big role. Did that play a large role in your?
Yeah, of course. Like they wanted me to go to school and like go to the best school possible and take advantage of everything.
Have you been back to Syria recently, and how is it like now compared to when you were there before?
Well, I went back. Hold on. Can you guys not watch me as I cough?
Yeah.
Okay. I went back like 4 years ago, and I mean, I don't really remember it too well from when I was like 7. It's definitely changed a lot. It's very, you know, people want to be more European, people want to be more like American. And I feel like when I was like 7, it was very like geared towards like Arab culture and Arab like religion, not Arab religion, but you know what I mean. But yeah.
Yeah, when you go there, are people like kind of taken back that like people that used to know you and they're like, oh, you're American, like how is it there? They're very like surprised.
Well, they're not surprised. Everyone knows. I don't know why. Like I'm fully Syrian, and like my Arabic's a little broken, but they always know I'm very American. They're like, you're a tourist, like you're American. Like why are you here? And I'm like, but I'm Syrian. It's okay. And I don't know. But yeah.
Did you encounter any problems when you came to America at first?
Well, I didn't because I was 7, but my parents did. They went through a lot of hardships and faced a lot of obstacles and
What
stuff.
kind of obstacles did they have to face?
Well, looking for jobs and like getting settled and not having any of their family here and like not knowing anyone. That was definitely strange for them.
That's rough. Especially, did you have trouble with, or your parents as well, with the language barrier, kind of getting acclimated to the culture and everything else? Like,
Yeah, well, my dad knew some like English, and he like had some like the basics down, but not my mom. And like me, like I didn't really speak any English until I was like about like 2 years in. Like I still didn't speak any English, so that was definitely hard because no one understood us. But you know, it was good.
okay. What role do you think your family plays in your life?
They play a big part. They're a huge role. They're my family. Like everything I am, it's because of my family and stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Do you experience day to day, like nowadays, now that you've been here, you've obviously learned English very well, you know, you've become acclimated to society, but like, do you experience any day-to-day problems as an immigrant in the United States?
No, not really, because as you see, I'm blonde and blue eyes, so no one really knows I'm Syrian. I think a lot of people are like, but you're white, and I'm like, no. But no, so I really don't face any problems, but, you know, it's just like that clash of like being Syrian and then being American, it's weird, but no, not really.
Do your parents feel like they've accomplished everything they've set out to do in America? So have they like realized their American dream?
Yeah, definitely. When they came to this country, they had nothing. They didn't know anyone, and now we live, like we went from living in Philadelphia to not a very nice part of Philadelphia to a nicer part of Philadelphia, and now I live on the main line. They definitely achieved the American dream, for sure.
Are your parents like kind of happy with the way you've adjusted to American culture? Clearly, you were not, like if someone passed you on the street, they wouldn't automatically assume you're from the Middle East, and are they kind of happy with how that came out?
I mean, they're not happy with the fact that I'm not as, I don't want to say religious, but you know, I'm not, I don't know, I'm very American, and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that I don't really speak Arabic as fluently anymore, and they know that they're like, we stayed in Syria, you'd speak Arabic fluently and you would have that culture, but I mean, they deal with it. They'll be okay.
Do you find yourself relating better with immigrants, or do you think you integrate yourself well with American culture?
I think I do both very well. I mean, I have a lot of American friends and I have a lot of Middle Eastern friends, and I don't know, I think I do it well, both.
All right, do you find yourself hanging out more, though, with certain groups, particularly immigrants or Americans?
Yeah, I definitely have, like, most of my close friends are Middle Eastern or North African, and they tend to, I don't know, I have friends that are American, but my friends, like, really understand my culture and understand my religion, and, you know, they're just more understanding.
Okay. So, speaking of religion, what religion are you?
I'm Muslim.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I'm Muslim as well, and I know what you mean by having certain friends that are that understand your culture. And I'm just wondering, how does your religion affect you, kind of like day to day?
It affects me every day. I mean, my religion really helps me understand like right from wrong, and like helps me make the right decision throughout my life. So, yeah.
It must be, you know, difficult for you right now to be here in America when, with all the things going on in Syria and you being Syrian, of course. How do you feel? Like, how's that?
It's hard. It's really hard. It's like, you know, I turn on the TV and I look at my country falling apart. It's definitely difficult, but I don't know. I mean, I try to do the best I can, and I try to get involved here just to support my country and stuff.
What kind of things are you involved in here relating to those?
Well, right now I'm working with Islamic Relief on a fundraising dinner, hopefully for like next month or something. And I'm just trying to go to as much protests and like fundraisers that I can. Yeah.
That's really cool. Kind of like a final summary question. Ultimately, do you think your choice or your parents' choice to come to America, do you think that was a good choice? Are you happy staying here? And kind of, do you plan on going back to live your life there or staying here?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy. You know, overall, I think they did make a good choice coming here. Like I said before, like I used like all my opportunities and did the best I can here, but it's still, I feel like I missed out on, like, you know, the Syrian culture and like the religion, and, you know, my Arabic is so broken, and I know if I stayed in Syria, like, I would definitely be more cultured, I guess, but I don't know. I definitely do want to go back. I don't know if to live there forever, but I definitely go back every summer, but seeing the summer I can't.
Yeah,
but,
there's
you know,
some kind of draw always to your native country.
Yeah.
You always feel. All right, thank you, Ines,
Thank
for
you.
Thank
having this
you.
interview with us.
Thank you for taking the time.
No
And it was
problem.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, really? We're shaking hands. I don't
Really,
like
shake
touching
hands.
people.
You're so amazing.